We almost canceled the vacation. And looking back, that would have been the biggest mistake we could have made during that season. In 2024, I was turning 50, and we had decided months before then that we were going to take a trip to Jamaica. I didn't want to party. I just wanted to escape and get into the sand and sun and relax with family. So we had planned this trip for months in advance. In April of that year, my son woke and said, "Mom, my legs feel funny. It's like they won't support me." And he didn't walk on his own for 4.5 months. Life turned upside down, and it was a very uncertain time. We didn't know what was happening. He was diagnosed with FND, and it really took a long time to figure out and for him to heal. But as the time grew closer to June, which is when we were traveling, we had the, what do we do? Do we travel? Do we not travel? Is it irresponsible to take him? Is it not? What was the best thing? And someone reminded me that Zach still needed to live his life. Thank goodness, because they were right. Was it different? Yes. Did he use a walker at the age of 10? Yes. Was that heartbreaking? Yes. However, as we got to the airport, he's 10, my daughter was 12, and the excitement was building. And he had taken the walker through the airport the whole way, didn't get a wheelchair. And he was just being a kid, excited to be on vacation. And the shift when we got to Jamaica was astounding, because he had spent months in his game room, in his room, kind of in a depressive state, right? Life had changed drastically. He was playing baseball, he was loving life, running around with friends, and one day he woke up and he couldn't walk on his own. So life shifted drastically. And when we got to Jamaica, no one knew him, and there were no expectations. He didn't have to explain anything to anybody. They didn't know why he was using a walker, and his nervous system calmed. And it was just, thank goodness, a shift that we were able to see. And thank God we took the trip, because it was astounding how much he improved during that period of time. He didn't start walking on his own, but because there were like cats on the property that were strays, and he thought that they were so cute, and they had kittens, and he would make his way up the stairs with the walker because he was excited about these cats. His body just relaxed enough to do things that he was normally doing. Speaking about relaxing, the water therapy, the pool, he had a snorkel, and he would just for hours float. Walker sitting up on the side of the pool. He couldn't walk into the ocean. We let him take the walker into the ocean, but we had kind of planned that because we wanted him to do as much as he possibly could do. He went on a little sailboat because my husband picked him up and put him on it. He did pretty much everything he could possibly do, and he didn't stop. Did he get tired on some days? Sure. But then again, what 10-year-old wouldn't? So thank goodness that shift happened. But what I realized during that period is that when you're in a dynamic situation, when you feel like you have loss of control, when your child gets sick and you don't know how to fix it, you lose your sense of control. But that doesn't equal safety. Your environment matters. And God, if we could take a vacation every month after that, I would have, but that's not reality. But sick kids still need life moments. They really do. And what else? We needed it. We needed it as a family. We needed to remember how it felt to be happy. And whether Zach was still using the walker and we still didn't have all the answers, that hurt emotionally. But we were still able to make fantastic memories that I sadly think that if I would have said no, in hindsight, what if I said no? What if we decided not to go and Zachary thought for a millisecond that that was because of him? That is not a memory that I would have wanted him to ever have. So healing doesn't always happen in isolation, and this trip did not fix everything. We did not come back. He was still, as a matter of fact, you come up off of that high, and of course there's a low, but it reminded us that life wasn't over. And I am so thankful that we took that trip.